Hi guys, on a recent video as part of my 1.5k subscriber special, I asked you guys what your favourite tank in World of Tanks was, and quite a few of you guys said the KV-2. And if you're familiar with my channel, if you're familiar with my stream, then you'll probably know that the KV-2 is my favourite tank in World of Tanks. So I decided I was going to release a KV-2 2x2 ace tanker today. The name of today's video is KV-2x2 for a couple of reasons. One is that there's not one ace tanker, but two ace tankers in the KV-2 on today's video. They were games that were played back to back, so these games were played directly after each other. Two ace tankers in the KV-2 in a row. Also, I'm platooned with Beyond D, who's also in his KV-2. So we're a KV-2x2x2 platoon. We were having a lot of fun. Now, there is a little bit of background to this video. It was played, or these games were played off stream. They were played late at night when there weren't very many people on the server. And we kept on getting into a game with a T1 heavy driver. Now, this is one of the few games we didn't get into the game with him, but he wasn't a very nice guy. And he spent most of the previous 3 games we were in insulting us. But no matter what we could do, we couldn't actually get to kill him. He kept on dying before we could actually kill him. But he wasn't a very nice guy. And in the game after this, we ended up in the game with the T1 heavy driver on the enemy team. So if it looks as if we're being a little bit YOLO or a little bit silly in the second replay, that's because we want to do everything in our power to kill this obnoxious T1 heavy driver. But anyway, let's get back to this. It's a longer video today. I'm putting 2 ace tankers up because I've got a lot of stuff I need to talk about. And the first one is the, as I say, this is a KV-2 double special, and I'm bringing you this video because it answers a question I get asked a lot, which is, what is my favorite tank in the game? And it's the KV-2. So while Beyond and I rip things up here in Stalingrad, or in Kharkov, unfortunately, I don't have XVM. 9.6 has been released. XVM is down, and I can't get into the XVM site, so I can't show you basically player skill levels or what the win chances are. But we've ended up in a tier 7 game in our KV-2s. It doesn't matter because we're in KV-2s, and we are just going to dominate. Beyond and I are sticking together. Pretty much, if we can't one-hit kill a tank, we can basically double hit him. And there's that accuracy. Now, this is a 9.5 replay. I miss, Beyond hits. Someone else gets a big shot in. And we're just going to double team. You'll see us double teaming a lot of tanks. So if one of us isn't able to one-hit kill them, the other guy will come in and finish the job. So it's basically perfect KV-2 platooning here. We stick together, work together, and get a shot on the move, which I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to be able to do this in 9.6. I've only spent a couple of hours with 9.6. I downloaded it yesterday, I updated my mods. And again, it's part of the reason I want to talk to you guys today. I haven't been around recently. I know I've been releasing YouTube videos every day, but I haven't streamed in over a week and a half, and there's a few reasons for that. First one is the first week of every month. Again, if you're familiar with my channel and stream, you'll know that I do a lot of charity work in my free time, and that usually happens in the first week of every month. So I one-hit kill a KV-2, Beyond D one-hit kills a KV-85, and now we're going to be doing some flanking. But yeah, I do a lot of work. Unfortunately, I've also been promoted. I don't get paid for it. It's all volunteer charity work. I don't get paid for it. Ooh, Panther M10, one-hit kill. So it means I've been very, very busy. I've been promoted. I've taken on a lot more responsibility, and it means it eats into my free time a little bit more. And then, so the first week of this month was really, really busy. I didn't have a chance to stream. And following that, I'm an uncle again. My sister gave birth to a baby girl, so I've got a brand new niece. I'm an uncle again. And that ate into a day or two. So in addition to that, after my sister came home from hospital with her new baby, Unfortunately, there were complications, and she had to go back into hospital. And that was another 7-8 days in hospital, so I had a family member in hospital. But the main reason I haven't been around and Twitch streaming is because, again, at the beginning of this month, I picked up a kidney infection. So I've been fighting off a kidney infection, getting very, very little sleep, getting very, very little opportunity to sit down and do anything for a long period of time. I'm on 4 kills, Beyond's on 3 kills. I'm trying to side-scrape this T150, and then I decide, you know what, I'm on full health, I'm going to take a hit. So I've been sick, I've been really sick, and old man problems, unfortunately. So it's been very difficult to sit down and stay in one spot for more than 5 minutes. If any of you guys have ever had a kidney infection, you know exactly what I mean. You can't sit down for more than 5 minutes, and it's a very painful experience. So I'm finally starting to fight it off. I'm getting down, I'm sitting down. I probably can't sit down for more than about half an hour to 40 minutes at a time at the moment. But it's a hell of a lot better than it was a couple of days ago when I couldn't sit down for more than 5 minutes. So there's my Top Gun, another one-hit kill. Just one enemy tank left on the enemy team, and he's about to die. So very nice KV-2 platoon work on Kharkov. 9 kills between the two of us. And that was my first ace tanker in the KV-2 in a while. And not only was it my first ace tanker, believe it or not, even though I love the KV-2, and I tend to seem to play it a lot because I play it usually at least once every stream, I don't play it enough to actually get marks of excellence. It was my first mark of excellence. It was the ace tanker. We picked up Brothers in Arms, I picked up High Caliber, and Top Gun. Really nice KV-2 game, showing what a KV-2 platoon can do. We were actually a 3-man KV-2 platoon. Can't remember who the third player was, but they left shortly before this game. But 2 KV-2s, tier 6's tier 7 game, and we just ripped it up. So finished up with 3k damage. Beyond had a good game as well, 2.3k, 6 kills to 3. 1,374 XP, I'll take that. And Beyond picked up over 1,000, almost 1,100 XP as well. And this is why I absolutely love the KV-2. It is my favorite tank in World of Tanks. So, in the very next game in the KV-2, we ended up here on Stalingrad. And you'll notice that there's a T1 Heavy on the enemy team. He's the guy I mentioned at the beginning of the video. He wasn't very nice to us. He spent quite a lot of time insulting us in previous games, and while he managed to avoid the Kharkov game, we ended up in this particular game. And you can see in chat I'm already saying sorry, T1 Heavy. Beyond D is saying so sorry. Because we accidentally TK'd him a couple of games earlier due to the fact he was being a douchebag. But basically, we went into this game, we're just having fun, we're just derping around, we've just had a really good game on Kharkov, and we just want to kill the T1 Heavy again. So, yeah, the history of this game, T1 Heavy was in one of our, probably a sequence of about 5 games we played. And in the first game, he was on the enemy team, and he started accusing us of puppy kicking, which, to be honest, in a KV-2 platoon, we kind of were, but we were just derping around. It was like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. We were having fun. Didn't want to do anything too stressful. But he accused us of puppy kicking. And unfortunately, we ended up losing that game. We ended up getting zerged, and unfortunately, while a KV-2 is fantastic, it can't handle multiple enemy tanks at the same time, and the enemy team basically lemming rushed our position, killed us, and we lost the game. And the T1 Heavy then spent the rest of that game and the next couple of games insulting us about how bad we were, how we were noobs, how we couldn't carry the game in a tier 6 heavy tank. And a couple of games later, he was on our team, and you know, KV-2 is very inaccurate. Unfortunately, we managed to one-hit kill him. Friendly TK, completely accidental. And that's why we were saying so sorry at the beginning of this game. But our mission now is to find the T1 Heavy and kill him, because we don't like him very much. But yeah, getting back to the video here. Nice one-hit kill on the Chaffee. Basically, yeah, 9.6 has been released. I haven't played the KV-2 since 9.6 was being released, but I have been very disappointed. As I say, I've been sick, I've been under the weather, haven't been able to play pretty much anything for much longer than about 20-30 minutes at a time without having to run to the bathroom. And basically I got around to installing 1.6 or 9.6 yesterday. And I was on my scout missions, so I decided to play scouts just to test out the mod, or check out the update, test out my mods. And I'm hating it. I am absolutely hating it. I really haven't seen too much outcry in the forums, but I can't play my scout tanks anymore. The accuracy changes have completely killed the scout tanks. I played about 7 or 8 games in a row in the LTTB last night. And the LTTB was turning into my favorite tank, and I couldn't hit the side of a barn door. I can't shoot on the move anymore. I can't snapshot anymore. Even when I settle down, aim fully, let the reticule settle down and aim, my shots are going absolutely nowhere near the target. One shot last night, I pre-aimed on Artie as he was driving across a road in front of me. He was only 300 meters away. I stopped, let the reticule aim fully, was dead center on enemy Artie, fired, and the shot didn't even reach the target. The shot hit the ground halfway between me and Artie. The accuracy changes for scout tanks are absolutely terrible. I tried some games in the ELC and shooting on the move was impossible. I tried some games in the RU-251. Playing scouts the way I used to play them, really, really difficult. The accuracy changes are really, really killing. Oh, miss a shot in the FV-304. The accuracy changes really, really killed the way I play scout tanks. I can't play aggressively, I can't play actively, can't shoot on the move. And it's happening with all my scouts. And I'm just wondering, I haven't seen very many comments in the forums about it. In fact, most of the comments in the forums are saying that the accuracy is better. A few people have complained and they were told to shut up. They were scrubs, they were noobs, they didn't know what they were talking about. I don't think I'm a noob. I don't think I'm a scrub. I'm finding driving scout tanks the way I used to drive them, very aggressively, very, very difficult. And I don't know what your experiences with 9.6 are. Now, having said that, I wasn't on very long. As I say, I was just testing out my mods, testing out 9.6. So after getting incredibly frustrated with my light tanks, I must have played maybe in total about 20 games in light tanks and couldn't stand them, hated them. Some of my favorite tanks I think are almost unplayable now. I decided I was playing for missions. I decided to give Artie a go. And I played a few games in Artie. And Artie doesn't seem to be affected at all. Here you go. This is the problem with the KV-2. I can't shoot the Panther because there are fences in the way. I can't shoot the Panther because HE will just die on the fences. I can't pen the Panther, but Beyond D, we're still working together. Beyond D is coming up to support me. My turret's been taken out. I've used a first aid kit. Almost reloaded. We're being capped. We're losing 10-12 at the moment. And I had to sneak a shot in between the fence posts there. So this turned into quite a tense game in the end. And we really, really wanted to kill the T1 Heavy. Really, really wanted to kill the T1 Heavy. Beyond kills the M6, I kill the T-34-85. And this T1 Heavy, the guy who spent the last 4 or 5 games insulting us, this is the guy we want. I'm on a reload. He's spamming gold. He was calling us noobs earlier, but yeah, I forgot to mention he's a gold spammer. But Beyond gets one shot in, I get one shot in, and he's dead, and we're rejoicing. At the moment we're laughing on TS because we've managed to kill our nemesis. A guy who was being very, very rude. So I see the Easy 8 taking on the Tiger, but the Easy 8 ignores the Tiger. Easy 8 ignores the Tiger, kills Beyond, kills me, and unfortunately that's it. So, yeah, 9.6, my thoughts. Arty really haven't been affected. I noticed absolutely no difference regarding Arty. But as far as the light tanks go, I think my light tanks have been completely and utterly ruined by 9.6. I cannot believe how bad the accuracy is. Accuracy on the move, accuracy on snapshots, and even fully aimed shots. Really fully aimed enemy tank filling the reticule, and the shot hits the ground in front of me. I really don't know what the issue is, so I'd love to know what your thoughts on 9.6 are at the moment. So that was the second ace tanker in a row in the KV-2, again outlining why it's my favourite tank in World of Tanks. We picked up a Defender's Medal, we picked up a High Caliber. May not be a fantastic game, but we were focused on trying to kill this T1 Heavy. But anyway, 2,620 damage done, not as much as the first game. 5 kills, not as many as the first game. We still ended up getting 7 kills between us and 1304 XP. Again, not as much XP as the first game, but it was still an okay game. And as you can see, the KV-2, it's just a beast. I'm really interested to see how the KV-2 handles in 9.6, because the accuracy changes, as I say. I find my scout tanks or light tanks so much harder to play. I'm missing so many other shots. And I might bring out a light tank video discussing it in more detail, but I'm really interested in knowing what your thoughts on 9.6 and the accuracy changes are. And this is part of the 1.5k subscriber video and our video series. So that's my question for today. What are your thoughts on 9.6? Mainly regarding the accuracy changes. Have you noticed any difference? Is it better? Is it worse? What classes of tanks have you noticed it in most? That's pretty much the question for today. If you're not playing on the PC version, as always, just comment, on, for example, the KV-2, and you'll still be entered into a draw to win a Steam key. As you can probably tell from my voice and my rambling, I'm not 100%, but I'm getting over what I've been suffering from for the last couple of weeks. I'm hoping to get back to streaming in the next couple of days, but I've still got a temperature, still having problems and having to leave my seat every few, well, not every few minutes like I did, but still I find it difficult to sit down for more than maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and I don't think running a stream when I've got to constantly get up and go to the little boys' room is a good way to stream. But I will be back streaming as soon as possible. And in the meantime, as I say, you're getting your one YouTube video a day. So today's question is, what are your thoughts on the 9.6 accuracy changes if you play on PC? If you don't play on PC, then just leave a comment, maybe on the gameplay, on the KV-2. Tell me whether or not you've got the tank yet, or whether or not you like the KV-2. And in that case, you still get entered into a draw for a Steam game. So I want to thank Beyond. We had a really good night. I haven't played with Beyond since then, but I haven't been playing very much World of Tanks because I've just been too ill. I'm hoping to get back as soon as possible, guys. If you've been wondering why I haven't been streaming, that's why. Probably a little bit more information than you needed, but anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. That's KV-2x2x2. Good luck in winning a Steam key, and I'll see you soon.